All right, hello and welcome to another Late Night Dino. After a couple nights off playing Albion online, the first 2 times playing it, hopefully you guys have enjoyed those live streams. I'm definitely going to be playing that game some more in the future, but I got to go back to my absolute all-time favorite thing to play, dinosaurs, Magic the Gathering. That's what it's all about, and sprinkling in a couple other things. Tonight it's basically the same list as I used on the previous Late Night Dino. Lots of fantastic interaction. The always lovely, it seems, Collision Colossus, taking out big flyers again, as always, that sometimes cause me headaches and pain and trouble, lots of suffering. So it's nice taking out something big where I may not have been able to. Then, of course, Colossus, again, just lovely. Get trample on your creatures. Maybe you don't play dinos, but imagine you probably have some big things that unfortunately get chump blocked by a smaller creature, and it feels pretty bad seeing you not get any damage through. So certainly, anyway, you can get trample on them. But if you are in red and green, I think Collision Colossus for anybody in those colors is something definitely to consider. Fantastic, fantastic option there. Quite versatile, usually never dead, but Primal Might, I'm going to keep that in tonight. It is nice, again, being able to sink all available mana into Primal Might for a bigger swing, but I'm still feeling like some instant speed interaction, fight related, would be pretty nice to have. There's a couple things, a couple choices, but maybe switching Primal Might or Savage Stomp for something at instant speed, just to get around targeted removal, that sort of thing, or at least respond to removal, or perhaps as a combat trick after they have declared blockers, that sort of thing. A lot of uses if something is at instant speed. But tonight, keep it like this. Primal Might, Marauding Raptor, and Otepec Huntmaster, as always, for that fantastic cost reduction. Rampaging, just basically in there still for a little bit better aggression early on. Very nice rampaging, pinging whenever they bring in little creatures. Topiary Stomper, I'm putting this card through the paces. Our new dinosaur from Streets of New Capenna, I'm going to continue using this, definitely. I love it. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Collision Colossus, as we started off with, Ripjaw, Shifting Ceratops. I'm kind of feeling that Ripjaw plus Shifting, it might be right just to have these two guys together starting off game 1. It's very painful being caught out against a deck game 1 where Ripjaw Raptor would have done fantastic. You can imagine lots of little creatures, mono red, various other things. Likely we've all played mono red before, so you can imagine the headache Ripjaw Raptor gives for a mono red player, or something else that is lots of little creatures. So it's nice definitely to have Ripjaw in to start with. I think it's more right than wrong. In the past couple times I have started with Ripjaw Raptor in the sideboard, but he's just so lovely. More often than not, I would say. Of course, Ripjaw against control, something without a lot of creatures, it's not going to be that good because there's a pretty low chance that he's dealt damage. It would really only be if Marauding Raptor pings the Ripjaw Raptor. But I think that's price to pay, a little bit of a risk, and it's definitely worth the risk. Regisaur Alpha, as always, 3 Ghalta. Sideboard-wise, unchanged, I believe. We got that 4th Rampaging, as always, in there. All right, let's jump right into things. Take down some big flying stuff. Nope, it's not Hasty Poly. I was working on a Hasty Dino list. Oh, I wasn't even ranked. Working on a Hasty Dino list featuring Polyraptor again, trying to kind of make that work. It's not the only focus, but being able to either sacrifice Marauding Raptor to turn off the infinite combo. Whenever Polyraptor is damaged, you make a copy of it. Marauding Raptor keeps pinging the copy, and it goes on to infinity. Unless you have some way to turn that combo off, either sacrificing your own Marauding Raptor, shuts it off there, whenever you've made enough Polyraptors. And there are a couple spells that make you sacrifice a creature, so it could be a pretty decent way to shut that off and still get to win. But this hand, that's not going to do it. Only one land, and it's not the best land. No 2-drops either. Oh, that's much better. I'll send Primal Might to the bottom, just in case they don't have a whole lot of creatures. Double Regisaur Alpha would be quite nice and very, very aggressive. Ooh, this could be bad. I'm seeing the Obnixilis avatar there, so perhaps Rakdos. Oh, it is Rakdos. Okay. What does Unlucky Witness do? I should probably read this. Whenever it dies, exile top 2 cards. Until your next end step, you may play one of those. Okay. Well, pretty good little card advantage there, but they have the Witch's Oven. So I don't really like seeing the Witch's Oven. They played most of their stuff, though, which is actually quite nice. They don't have a whole lot of things they can do, so hopefully that's going to help out, but Unlucky Witness is definitely going to give them pretty decent card advantage, that's for sure. I'm missing Culling Retro, or some sort of spell that destroys non-land permanents with a certain mana value of, say, 2, 1 or less. That would be quite nice. Taking out all those tokens, the food tokens and treasure tokens, but also a lot of stuff that costs 1, which Rakdos certainly seems to have many things that cost 1, but they got the familiar, so this is, well, it's going downhill a wee bit, that's for sure. Hopefully we get Regisaur Alpha next turn. Of course, we could be seeing Fatal Push, some sort of removal on the Marauding Raptor, but if we can at least get Regisaur Alpha, that's going to be nice. Definitely seems like a pretty classic, standard Rakdos sacrifice. Witch's Oven, Oni Cult Anvil. Tons of card advantage, tons of little creatures. So a sweeper in this case, definitely that would be a lovely thing to see. But they won't be able to Fatal Push Regisaur Alpha at the very least, which is quite nice. Now the question is, I could attack with the token. They would have to not sacrifice the thing that they block with the token, because the damage is just going to continue on through due to trample. So I think they'll let their token and my dinosaur token trade, I would think. Yeah. It's alright, we still have plenty of total power. I think there's still a pretty decent chance we get the queen coming up. Ghalta, let's go. Okay, not too bad. Definitely against a deck like this, lots of little tiny chump blockers if you don't have trample. It's going to be a pretty bad day, but Ghalta is going to do the trick, I would think. Ooh. Yeah. Just got to be Rootbound Crag, Ghalta, maximum pressure, super swings. Let's get it done. Make them block as much as possible. The Cauldron Familiar, that's not going to do a whole lot because Ghalta has trample. Imagine they would sacrifice something other. Okay. So we'll still get through the maximum damage, which is perfectly okay. Hopefully they don't have something that can kill that. I wouldn't think so. Seems like we might have them. I'm just happy a deck like Rakdos, or, well, at least it seems this Rakdos Anvil, Rakdos Sacrifice doesn't have too many Mayhem Devils. Hopefully, crossing my fingers, that is not the case. Because that thing's a headache. Whenever they sacrifice a permanent, they deal 1 damage to any target. That whittles down our life total very quick. But we are going to go pretty low. Basically, we have 1 more turn. I think we might be able to do it, though. As long as Ghalta lives. I would really like Thrashing Brontodon right about now. Pay 1, sacrifice it. It's a dinosaur, 3/4. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. So it would be pretty sweet taking out the witches up in there. Ooh, the meat hook for 0. Right. Let's go Regisaur. Gonna have to expend quite a few resources to stop all this damage. We still might not get it done. We'll see how they block, though. All the little things should block something other than Ghalta. Hey, Blue Bear, how's it going? How's it going? Back on the dinos? Pretty much similar. Actually, I think it is the same list as I was using the previous night, the last time I played this. Collision Colossus, as always, doing fantastic, and we got the queen. You joined at the right moment. Hopefully this is enough damage. Seems like it might be, but I believe they gain a little bit of life from Meat Hook Massacre. We'll see. It's going to be close. If we don't quite do it, they could probably get us next turn due to the meat hook there. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Bam. Bam. Tons of damage. Good stuff. Alright, we've faced this deck before. Rakdos Sacrifice. A little bit of graveyard stuff going on. Soul Guide Lantern, potentially. Like I've mentioned in the past, it can be good, but if we want to tap and sacrifice Soul Guide Lantern to exile their graveyard and not have to worry about the Cauldron Familiar, the nasty cat. Yes, that was a fantastic win. Oh, lovely stuff. Starting off, winning with the queen. But like I mentioned before, Soul Guide Lantern, they can respond to when I sacrifice it. And to save their cat, they could simply tap a Witch's Oven, maybe sacrifice another creature, get a food token, or just sacrifice the food token in response to Soul Guide Lantern, bring the cat out of the graveyard, and it would dodge it that way, unfortunately. So it can be pretty hard to get the Cauldron Familiar sometimes with Soul Guide Lantern. I think I'll leave it out for now. Death Gorge. Actually, Rampaging Ferocidon is quite fantastic in this matchup. You see all the little tokens, the Cauldron Familiar as it keeps coming in, but also the construct artifact creature tokens made by Oni Cult Anvil. The combination right there, that's pretty lovely stuff. But we do got to cut a little bit. One shifting. Actually, maybe one Ripjaw. I do prefer the potential trample from Shifting Ceratops, being able to get through some more damage there. Collision Colossus, I don't think we need that. I'd prefer Carnage Tyrant. One collision. Excuse me. Lots of trample stuff. Could see maybe keeping all the collisions in there. the guilds in Albion. I haven't really done much with guilds in Albion or any other kind of MMO. Usually I just kind of play by myself, farm, go out, adventure in the world. Definitely Albion online and various MMOs, they can be quite a bit easier if you're adventuring with somebody. Definitely it was pretty nice last night adventuring with you, Blue Bear. Certainly helped and made that dungeon quite a bit easier, but at the moment I haven't considered too much making a guild, joining a guild, but I think I could possibly consider it. Yeah. I just don't do a whole lot with guilds in general. It doesn't feel too necessary for me, but this is going to be pretty painful. They have the turn to Witch's Oven, Cauldron Familiar. So starting off with this rough stuff, yes, it was definitely a fun night. Yeah, at the moment I don't have any plans to join a guild or make a guild. Should actually go back and look at my island. I completely forgot. I have the limited edition boat house. Kind of looks like an upturned boat. If you do get your own island in Albion, you can make your own farming plots, that sort of thing, grow food, and it's pretty neat. But because I bought the Legendary Founders Edition way back when the game was in beta, I got a special limited edition sort of boathouse looking house. Usually they look more normal, but this is pretty cool. Oh, okay. Actually, that was I like the thought of that. Yeah, that does make sense. Having a guild for newer players and a nice place you don't have to worry about, I guess, being super good, or anybody can join, definitely, but feel comfortable, inclusive, that's what I'm all about, definitely. But this is not so good at the moment. Man, they just keep barfing all kinds of little stuff. Well, we'll try for Ripjaw Raptor. Cross the fingers they don't get another fatal push, because that could be pretty rough. But a sweeper right about now. Blue Bear, our all-time favorite, Anger of the Gods, certainly is quite good against a Rakdos sacrifice deck like this, which it is pretty neat seeing him make use of a new card from Streets of New Capenna here. Lots of little stuff. So I'm going to have to keep it on my radar. I said I love not seeing the Mayhem Devil, but, well, this is probably it. Yes, indeed. They'll likely just sacrifice whoever Ripjaw Raptor blocks. No, they don't. Well, well, well. That is interesting. Anger's not in this Dino build, Blue Bear, unfortunately. And it looks like they're going to be playing Obnob. Oh no, Obnob. Obnixilis. Nuts. But I do wish I had Anger. I'll see if I start facing Rakdos sacrifice build like this a little bit more often. Yeah, because the sweeper, that's good stuff.
Pleasure doing business with you.
See what we draw next turn, but that's pretty much it. Going down to 4. There's not a whole lot we can do. Oh, Primal Might, though. It's going to be good. Now let's think. Primal Might for 1. I would have to take 2 with Stomping Ground to be able to play Shifting Ceratops, unfortunately. I'm going to try it. See what they do. I think they'll probably sacrifice the Mayhem Devil, though. Or just sacrifice a variety of things and simply kill us. Yeah, that's alright. You got a new character in Albion? Okay. Tier 5, good stuff, definitely. I mean, you just started off and you're already in Tier 5, so you can see it doesn't take too far, or too long, I should say, to progress. At least get some pretty decent stuff. No, I figured that was you that added me. Not too many people add me. Huh. I think more interaction pretty much with Savage Stomp here. Take out the Mayhem Devil. Drop that collision. Maybe 3 Primal Mights. Alright, hopefully we can land the Queen again. Give them a pretty big headache, but they did fantastic Rakdos sacrifice stuff there. Ooh, that could be pretty decent. We got 3 lands, able to play Topiary Stomper, and we got a backup Savage Stomp for the Topiary, just in case we gotta take out something problematic. Perhaps they get an early Mayhem Devil online, so taking that out would be quite nice with Savage Stomp there. Hopefully before they get too much value, but oh, Marauding Raptor, that is also quite good. Hopefully, you know, he lives at least a turn, but at the very least we got 3 lands, so Topiary Stomper is guaranteed to come down next turn. Source of Black. Pay to push. Oh, very interesting. Well, at the very least, I know that they don't have blue, so they're not going to counter the Topiary Stomper there. Maybe next turn, Regisaur Alpha, perhaps, if all goes well. Kind of tempted to get rid of the Unlucky Witness there, but they could have a variety of things that make Unlucky Witness sacrifice, that sort of thing. Voltage Surge. Oh, okay. Okay, that was alright. That was pretty good. Pretty decent. Hopefully a land coming up. That would be perfect. Oh, got it. Phew. Regisaur Alpha, he is safe, out of range of Fatal Push, being at 5 mana value, so we don't have to worry about that. Could see him taking out that token, though. They gotta do something pretty quick, because there's the potential for the Queen coming up. Yeah, I'm thinking they take out the token. Yep. Alright. So maybe a hasty Carnage Terror next turn, which would also be quite nice. Something with Trample, Hexproof. We don't have to worry about it ever. Pretty much ever getting killed. Followed by Ghalta. Okay. At the very least, definitely if they play a Mayhem Devil, I'm going to take that out with the Savage Stomp there. I think there's a pretty good chance that Regisaur Alpha survives. Ooh. No, that's quite nice, now that I think about it. Going to fight the Epicure. Attack with both things. Rampaging Ferocidon, gonna get through that full damage, which is quite lovely. Oh, and the Regisaur Alpha. Okay. Hopefully everything sticks around. We may be seeing the Queen or Carnage Tyrant next turn. Let's go. Ooh, Mayhem Devil. Yes, definitely that extra land. Oh, big time. Topiary Stomper. I love the stuff it does for me. Oh my goodness. Yes, please. It's Ghalta time. They have to kill Regisaur Alpha. If they can't, I think that's probably it. Bam! There we go. That's how you start things off. Oh. Yeah, definitely Blue Bear. I'm still not a fan of Topiary Stomper. The requirement of needing 7 or more lands to attack and block with it. But consider this, Thunderherd Migration. Say Topiary Stomper comes down for 2 green and Thunderherd Migration is cast for 1 and a green, so both 2 mana. Thunderherd Migration always getting you a land. Yeah, Topiary Stomper doing the same thing, but Topiary Stomper is always at least quite a bit better than Thunderherd Migration. You may not be able to use Topiary Stomper right away, but I'd say it's pretty much infinitely better than Thunderherd Migration, something like that. And you may get, you know, an extra 2 damage with Topiary Stomper versus Thunderherd Migration. Consider you have Marauding Raptor out in turn 3, you play Topiary Stomper. Marauding Raptor pings the Topiary. Perhaps they're wide open, so you get, for 2 green, a basic land, plus 2 damage to target opponent. Technically, you could consider it that, and that right there is fantastic. Already 2 green for a basic land is quite nice, but again, still, Topiary Stomper increasing the total power, of course, works perfectly with Ghalta. So I think still the kind of rough point of needing at least 7 lands, I can live with that. I don't think it's nearly as bad as what I first thought. I wasn't too sure about this, but I don't think it's too bad. Yes, definitely we destroy the Rakdos builds. Luckily, I didn't need a sweeper there. Having enough big tramply creatures seems to get the job done, but again, you can't go wrong pretty much bringing some sort of sweeper in. At least something that deals 2 damage. Flame Sweep is my favorite from M20, I believe. 2 and a red. Instant speed, deal 2 damage to each creature, except creatures you control with flying. It's lovely stuff. In this hand, this could be very nice. Otepec Huntmaster, certainly. As long as he sticks around, hasty rampaging for turn 3. But it does seem, as long as you have plenty of single target interaction to offset the fact of not having a sweeper, that can work out. 4/4 for 3, yeah, getting a land. Yeah, I think, or maybe something like a 4/5, perhaps. I could see a 4/5, yeah. I'd be happy with a 4/5. Something that survives 2 Marauding Raptor pings. That would be quite lovely. Absolutely. I'd actually like that. We're playing some Jeskai control, it seems like. Hopefully we can go fast enough. At the very least, you know, they won't have a sweeper next turn. They'll only have 3 mana, so we may be able to get Regisaur Alpha this turn coming up. We don't. Shoot. Well, cross the fingers for that 5th land this turn. Oh, much better, much better. Oh, this could be painful.
At your service.
Deafening Clarion, I mean, that was quite debilitating. Certainly hurt us big time.
I will lend you my strength.
Oof. Oh man, that was going to be rough. At least they can't counter Regisaur Alpha, I would think. Yes. Okay, I was getting a little bit worried there. I'm going to take out Gideon Blackblade.
Do not frighten me.
I don't really like that guy. He's going to go +1. He'll go to 3, so there's a pretty good chance we'll be able to take him out when it comes back around to our turn coming up here with another Regisaur Alpha.
Your light will cleave the darkness.
You know what? I'm going to block. I think there's a pretty decent chance they have a sweeper, so I don't want to needlessly take 4 damage. I feel they have a sweeper. They probably don't want to use it on. Okay. So perhaps they had a sweeper for a 4, Wrath of God, something like that. Or a sweeper for 3. But this will be good, taking out Gideon. Hopefully it's going to do the trick.
I am not quite indestructible.
Hopefully they don't have another copy in hand. But it's definitely nice getting rid of that guy.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand. Meditate and prepare.
Oh, when you unlock armor in Albion, or you progress to be able to use that armor, you can simply go to the marketplace and you filter by a certain armor tier so that you only see tier 5 armor, and in the drop down list you can choose whatever it is, leather, that sort of thing, whatever specific type of armor you're looking for, and the tier, and it's going to give you your tier 5 stuff. Right, could we get them right here? Got 8. Oh, I think that might be it. 8 plus 3 is 11 plus Colossus. Yes. Bam. Is that it? Nuts. Oh, oh boy. I hate Spell Pierce. They have to dig for a sweeper. If they don't get it, cross your fingers. Here goes nothing. Oh boy. Pretty much I just buy my armor though on Albion Online, just straight from the marketplace. Okay, so we're left, or we would be left with Regisaur and Topiary. Yeah, definitely Regisaur next turn, it seems like.
My turn. Stop, drop, and roll won't help you,
Deafening
buddy.
Clarion. Oh, we got him. We got him, friends. This is what it's all about. Dead. Whew. Jeskai control. But yeah, actually I could be persuaded to go into Albion at the end of this stream, or I'll just hop on Albion after the stream, Blue Bear, and kind of give you a rundown, answer any more of your questions you have about upgrading stuff. Another Collision Colossus, yes, but Carnage Tyrant, certainly that's a no-brainer against a deck like this that has lots of counter spells, targeted removal, that sort of thing. That's why we use Carnage Tyrant, the best control headache maker dinosaur. That's where it's at, but not a whole lot of creatures, so certainly it makes sense to switch out Ripjaw Raptor for Carnage Tyrant. We've got a couple more spots though. Certainly keeping in Collision Colossus, definitely. The Sneaky Trample, lovely, lovely stuff. I could see switching out I don't know. Kind of tempted to keep in Ripjaw Raptor just due to the fact we saw him use Deafening Clarion twice, actually, there. 3 times, was it? Yeah. Lots of Deafening Clarions. So I'm kind of wondering, due to the fact they're using or liking Deafening Clarion, we could potentially get some nice value from Ripjaw Raptor whenever he is pinged by that, but I don't think it will happen often enough. So I'm going to go with Death Gorge Scavenger. Lots of non-creature things to exile and keep him buffed up to survive that initial Marauding Raptor ping. If we do have Marauding Raptor out, we want Death Gorge to come down and be at 3 toughness, exiling a non-creature card from a graveyard, and certainly a deck like Jeskai Control, they got lots of non-creature stuff, or at least they should. Lots of cheap things, and yeah, he's going to be fed. Going to stay fed. Ooh, I think that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I think there's a... Oh, it just gets better. My goodness. Now, of course, we could be painfully interrupted. Either they counter Huntmaster, kill Huntmaster. I think I'm going to play it safe, play it a little bit slower, go Stomping Ground tapped, save myself taking 2 damage. Alright, so we can somewhat safely play things. Of course, they could get that nasty Deafening Clarion. Actually, let's go Topiary Stomper. We'll level up for a higher tier. Okay, we can go over that some. Do you mean like where you can face higher tier enemies sort of thing? Pretty much you just keep fighting enemies. You will progress slower because it does take longer for each tier to get more fame and climb up it, I believe. Ooh, this could be nice. Try for Huntmaster, see if they do anything. Okay. I'm gonna go with Marauding Raptor. I'll hope they don't have a sweeper next turn. Yes, I am definitely happy to help, whether it's Magic the Gathering, Albion Online, certainly I'll do. Okay, they have a counter spell. So if they had a sweeper, I feel they probably wouldn't have used that counter spell. So I'm thinking they don't have a sweeper, and we may see the Hasty Queen next turn. Oh my goodness. I think it's happening. Oh, this is dead. They're dead. They're dead. Oh. Regisaur for 4. The Queen for 2. Blue Bear. Bam. Dead. Done. Let's go. Man, that's nasty. Damn. Ghalta wins it again. So I think you can see the difference. I have 3 copies of Ghalta compared to 2. Even just adding that 3rd copy. Seeing Ghalta, she wins games, she closes games. You don't expect to win with dinos against Jeskai Control in 2. But I think slowing things down there, going Topiary Stomper turn 3, holding back on the Huntmaster and the Marauding Raptor, just due to the fact they likely had something to kill them, counter them. Oh, easy wins, Blueberry, you said it. Oh, okay. So you're wondering about leveling up in the adventure tier. Basically, it's do anything that gets you fame for that particular tier. Pretty much. That could be crafting, farming, gathering. Literally anything that gives you fame. It's going to help you progress, use higher tier mounts and that sort of thing. If that helps. But it is pretty nice having tier 5 mounts. There's lots of cool stuff at cool stuff at tier 4, but definitely tier 5, tier 6, you get some pretty sweet stuff. But yeah, this list is working out. Oh, we got some packs. Oh, got a lot of gold. Let's play another one, and then maybe I'll redeem all that gold, open up a bunch of packs. Yes. So you need fame or experience, whatever you want to call it, for higher tier gear. So you can kind of track whether it's the adventurer or, you know, for a specific piece of armor. If you want to stay wearing one certain piece, you have to keep that on while you fight, and you get fame from killing any sort of enemy. That's going to help you progress to get to a higher tier with that specific piece of armor, weapon that you are wearing while you're fighting. So definitely get yourself decked out in sort of the base tier armor, and then as you fight, you get more experience. You can upgrade to a higher tier of that piece, whether it's switched up. Maybe you have the plate armor plus a mage's hat. You'll progress and be able to wear a higher tier of just a mage's hat, not the mage's robe or the mage's boot, that sort of thing. Ooh, that looks good though. Supreme Humphrey. Huh. Yeah, pretty much find the armor you love the most and focus on adventuring, killing enemies with that specific stuff. Things should work out. Interesting. What is this deck? Mono green. I don't know. I mean, if all goes well, we could be seeing a queen next turn. Hopefully Marauding Raptor survives. Yes. So if you like the look of royal armor, and again, when armor gets upgraded, it does improve in quality. Its look is definitely quite a bit better. But yeah, if you like royal armor and you want to continue to use royal armor, wear that tier 4 stuff. As you gain combat fame and experience with royal armor, you can use the higher tier, but just of royal armor. I think that might be good game. Ooh, dead. Ouch. I'm not sure what this deck was really about. I think it might be mono green or ramp or something. Seems to be the case, so I'm expecting a bunch of creatures, classic big mono green creatures, so I think fighting is probably going to be pretty good in this scenario. Probably don't need collision quite as much. I feel they don't have too many flying things. Of course, there is the Gilded Goose here that does have flying, but don't really want to waste collision on the Gilded Goose. Yeah, I'll cut that. Switch it at least with Savage Stomp here. I think that should be good. I was thinking about Carnage Tyrant, but yeah. No, that's perfectly all right. Sometimes it's hard to describe, definitely when you start out with a new game, but we'll get there eventually. I'll get you there. Oh, I could keep this. Yeah, definitely. At the very least, I do have Marauding Raptor. I will play Lair of the Hydra turn 1, just in case I don't have to play Cragcrown Pathway or Timbercrown. Again, want to try and hold off on playing a dual-faced land like this, just so you play the optimal side. But it's definitely looking like at least it's going to be Cragcrown Pathway. Ooh, Kiora. Oh, this might not be good.
Defying you will nature flows with vigor.
Pretty rampy at the moment. Oh, okay, well, Rootbound Crag, not the best thing I want, but certainly it's going to be Marauding Raptor. Would have been nice to go Rootbound Crag this turn, but that would have come into play tapped, and I wouldn't have been able to go with Marauding Raptor here.
I love to make a splash.
Yes, come on. Well, I think I'm going to take out that land that they make. This is going to be good. Nope, I'm not blocking. Oh. Let's see. Well, yeah, Savage Stomp. Take out the land. Hopefully this works. Oh, that's going to set him back, I think. Get the Marauding Raptor. We'll buff it, boost it. We're going to throw everything at Nissa and try to take her out. Hopefully next turn. Green colored cape. Oh, I do like that. Limhurst. The Limhurst City. Their cape actually is, I think I showed it off last night, I believe. They got this fantastic green looking cape with a sort of green leaf shield. Definitely. It would be cool. Yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind. Would be nice to take out this Elder Gargaroth. I think I might try that. Hopefully I can take out the Elder Gargaroth. As long as I get another source of green, we do have that potential.
Our actions determine the course of history. I will rid you of your corruption.
Oh, okay, well, it is another land. Does come into play tapped. Actually, you know what? Topiary Stomper. That's going to grab us an actual forest, and that forest doesn't count towards the land we play for the turn. So that does allow Rootbound Crag, the land that we play right now, to come into play untapped, which is, that's fantastic. Yeah, definitely I could see Gruul colors, red and green. Savage Stomp, Marauding Raptor. I think that's what we need to do. Question is, throw everything? No, Savage Stomp, Marauding. Take out the Elder Gargaroth. Hopefully that helps. Definitely the Gilded Goose is going to save Nissa 100%. But it still may have gotten away from us, unfortunately. I think they'll certainly have enough with the lands there to play Meteor Golem, take out Marauding Raptor.
I will not lose another friend.
Each forest would be 2, plus Land War Elves. Ooh, nuts. We can take out one of the forests though, which is, that's pretty fantastic. With the Ripjaw here. Ooh, another Savage Stomp for next turn to take out another land. That actually would be pretty sweet. Hopefully we're not just dead. That would be rough.
introduce you to a friend of mine.
Don't think we'll be dead.
Behold, nature's true
Probably doesn't matter a whole lot due to Karn being able to make Sky Sovereign console flagship artifact creature. Ooh, Cavalier of Thorns, that's not good either. Yeah, that might do it. Ooh, oh no, I like the looks of this. Right, Savage Stomp, take out the forest. Hopefully that does enough. Gets us something. Shifting Ceratops. Well, Primal Might on Sky Sovereign. I do like the sounds of that. Yeah, everything with Primal Might. But I think we still might be dead. Oh, can't attack.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Nature flows with vigor.
Oh, Vorinclex, well. Yeah, that is the nasty potential of mono green ramp, just barfing. Lots of fantastic creatures and planeswalkers. It does the trick. But we saw some flying things, and I don't like flying things. So I do like Collision, Colossus in this matchup. Definitely, again, getting trample on things. That's going to be pretty nice. I'm thinking maybe Topiary Stomper we could cut, potentially. Nah, Rampaging Ferocidon. One Huntmaster. I do love the potential of fighting with Primal Might, Savage Stomp, taking out all those lands and hopefully hurting them enough. But certainly Nissa, who shakes the world, public enemy #1. Definitely. But I could make this work, I think. Certainly it seems pretty good seeing 2 Primal Mights plus Topiary Stomper. Plenty of lands. I think there's a pretty good chance we're going to get to 7 so we can start attacking and blocking with this guy. But definitely, since he does start off as a 4/4, pretty fantastic stats for fighting with Primal Might and taking out just about anything. Pretty much anything. Certainly, I mean, if we draw another land next turn, that's alright. We'll be at 5. We'd be able to give Topiary Stomper +4/+4. Take out pretty much everything, I would imagine. Ooh, Regisaur. Well, that is also good. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna go with that. Primal Mights to take out hopefully a nice variety of stuff coming up here. The Elder Gargroth, I am taking that out. Oh, this is good, this is good. Okay. Primal Might, make the token as big as possible. Let's see. I was thinking if I could play Marauding Raptor plus Primal Might, but it's got to be the maximum Primal Might for 5. Hey, oh, it is going absolutely fantastic, Draco, at the moment. Whew. Oh, that is devastating. Primal Might and Collision Colossus are showing up quite nicely. Nissa, who shakes the world, is not going to save you. Nothing they can do, I think, at this point. Make a land and watch it get killed. I think. Hopefully. Right, okay. We can attack with Topiary. That is fantastic. I'm thinking Marauding, Shifting, followed by Primal Might on something. Primal Might for 2, so X equals 1. It's gotta do it. I was thinking maxing Primal Might on the token. Yeah, that might have been a little bit smart. But the things I would have played had maximum... Well, they had haste anyways. Marauding for 2, followed by Shifting Ceratops, led to a total of 9 damage right there. Plus boosting the Topiary Stomper for 1. I think overall it was more damage in total. Yeah, no, they're dead either way. Man. Tonight is just... We're on fire tonight. We took down Rakdos Draco. Rakdos Sacrifice featuring lots of little things. Jeskai Control. That was lovely. And then, well, you joined at the right time. Indeed. My goodness. It's going good. Perfectly. 57. Okay. I think we'll take... We're not going to leave. I'm actually going to go to the store. We'll open up some packs here, just quickly. Music to my ears, yes. Well, I can't actually hear the in-game sound. I just got my headphones to the side. I don't want it to interfere with the recording and playback issues and that sort of thing. Still got to get some nice earbuds, AirPods, something like that. But let's do a kind of nice mini pack opening. Cross the fingers for some wild cards. Fight rigging. Maybe. Well, I don't need that. It's blue. Hey, all right, there we go. Woohoo. And I'm almost ready to open the vault. It's 97.1% filled, so we could be seeing that pop open, but oh, lovely, lovely stuff there. Okay, maybe another rare wild card. That would be crazy. Hoping for fight rigging though. Oh, I almost thought that was fight rigging. Workshop War Chief. Enters the battlefield, gain 3 life. Well, when it dies, make a rhino. It's kind of nice. 2 bodies. The vault, Blue Bear. So, oh, it's at 97.5 now. The vault contains 1 mythic rare wild card, 2 rare wild cards, and 3 uncommon wild cards. Usually it takes quite a bit to fill the vault up and unlock it each time, but hey, free wild cards, I'm happy with that. Basically, it's just from opening packs. If you have a full play set of certain cards, you get progress towards the vault, so full play set of commons and uncommons. And then if you have the play set of rares and mythics, it's a little bit faster progression to fill up the vault. But basically, once it's filled, you get a couple little mixture of wild cards there. Definitely a nice help. Ooh, I mean, it's Naya colors, but yeah. All right, that was pretty fantastic, though. We got a rare wild card. 98.2%, so we could probably see that getting opened maybe tomorrow night, actually. In a couple nights. But I am tempted to get fight rigging. Start cheating out some dinos. Exiling things. Actually, I should throw up fight rigging, that image for you guys. For anybody that hasn't seen it yet. Let me see. Fight. Oh, nope, that is not it. Quick, gotta get in game. Okay, fight rigging. Hope I gotta resize that. That is definitely a hand I'm gonna keep though. Whew. That could be very nice. Yeah, fight rigging, cheating out potentially big nasty creatures. Hopefully it would lead to an early Ghalta, that's for sure. Man, that would be nice. I think I might redeem my wild cards for fight rigging. Potentially open up maybe a few more packs. Hopefully. Shifting Ceratops, Got some blue stuff, so it definitely feels nice playing Shifting Ceratops, something that doesn't have to worry about getting countered, but I'm kind of worried. What is that for? Oh, the Doomscar. Doom to doom. At least we got Rampaging, potentially Regisaur Alpha next turn. Attack of the fight rigging PNG, yes. Okay, I think that's been up enough, but that might be probably the thing that I redeem my wild cards for. Alright. Let's go Rampaging. Start hopefully continuing to chip away. That's alright. I expect some painful shenanigans from Esper Control is what it seems like. White, black, and blue. Leaves us feeling pretty blue when they kill everything, unfortunately. But yes, attack of the fight rigging. PNG. Actually, I think it was a JPEG. Pretty sure it was a JPEG. Oh, well, we got 5. They can't counter Regisaur because they're completely tapped out, but Dream Trawler is going to be a headache. Hopefully both of those things survive. It would be nice if they attacked with Dream Trawler. Played a couple things. Maybe. Might potentially be able to squeak out a win if Regisaur and the token survive. Let's see. So they can discard a card. Dream Trawler gains hexproof until end of turn. So we can't really kill it with collision. We'll never really be able to kill Dream Trawler with collision. I'm actually going to go Colossus on Regisaur Alpha. See if they want to counter this. I'm going to hope that they don't. Okay, that's good. So I try for Ghalta. If it eats a counter spell, that sort of thing, I can play a second copy for 2 as well. Oh, interesting. Hopefully they don't have Settle the Wreckage. I'm a little bit worried about that. They got something up their sleeve. That's for sure. Well, I'll just go in with everything and hope nothing too bad happens. Oh, okay, Hall the Storm Giants to trade with Regisaur Alpha, it looks like. That's okay. I feel alright with that. Just kind of tempted to play a second copy, technically to have Ghalta untapped, kind of as if it had Vigilance, but they don't have anything that we can block anyways next turn coming up, so Might as well keep both copies in hand. I still have to deal with Ghalta this turn, it looks like. Oh, okay, well. Jace, Unraveler of Secrets there. +1, scries 1, and draws a card, or -2, as we saw quite painfully. Bounced Ghalta back to her hand. Oh, nuts. That is not going to do it. Yeah, we can't make this happen. Certainly with the life gain from Dream Trawler there, that's just going to get out of control, unfortunately. But against control, Carnage Tyrant, gotta be in. Kind of tempted to keep Ghalta, but we saw there the potential painfulness, the likelihood that some of the early creatures that would allow for a faster Ghalta would either be killed, swept. So I think there's a fairly low chance that we're going to see the Queen, unfortunately. At least we have seen the Queen a couple times tonight. Lovely, lovely, exciting stuff. I don't know if it's worth it against control. Yeah. I mean, it is nice, Rampaging Ferocidon, shutting down the potential life gain from Dream Trawler there. Could be something, but really they don't have a whole lot of life gain, probably other than the Dream Trawler. So yeah, I could see actually switch Rampaging with Death Gorge. Still keep Collision Colossus in. I'm kind of tempted to potentially take out the Dream Trawler. I could try and fight the Dream Trawler with Primal Might. They would try to discard something to give it hexproof. In response, I could play Collision to force them to discard another card while it's on the stack to give it hexproof before Collision resolves, and kind of maybe make something happen there. Force them to discard a lot of cards, run out of gas that way, possibly. So doubling up on removal on that Dream Trawler there, which is a pretty big headache. Cut the Ripjaw. 1 copy. Yeah, we'll try for that. Start off with Primal Might, target the Dream Trawler, make him discard a card, respond to the ability on the stack to discard from Dream Trawler with Collision, and hopefully take it out. Ooh, this could have been good. I mean, it's still... I think it's too risky, though. Not nearly as fast as I would like to go. I'm gonna risk it. Cross the fingers. I definitely wouldn't really recommend something like this. Yeah. That's alright, though. Took a chance. A little bit greedy there. Hopefully Marauding survives. No Fatal Push. Fatal Push. Yeah. Fatal Push is fantastic removal. That's for sure. Elite Spellbinder. Hopefully they don't target Topiary Stomper. But they're seeing lots of nasty removal with the Primal Mights there. I think it might be Topiary. Hey, at least we got Marauding. He may live a turn, hopefully. Oh, okay. More lands. That's what we want. Okay. Death Gorge. Good stuff. I'll leave it at that. Maybe save a Primal Might for next turn. Hopefully they don't sweep us here. They've seen everything except the Death Gorge that we drew. Again, it would be nice playing the Topiary Stomper. I'm going to go another Death Gorge. Hopefully they don't counter it. Okay, so that's how you want to play things. Could see Death Gorge getting killed here. Might be rough. Oh, Huntmaster. Hopefully at some point we get a few more lands here. Death Gorge is Dead Gorge. There's the Dream Trawler. Ooh, shifting. Yes, please. That's the thing I want to see. We wouldn't have been able to give shifting reach anyways. We don't have any leftover mana. And there's probably a pretty good chance they would kill Shifting Ceratops this turn anyway. So might as well get a nice little swing with it. Shifting's going bye-bye.
My judgment is final.
Take out the Wandering Emperor. Maybe. Not. Yeah, well, we got lots of removal that we didn't really need, so perhaps could have been better cutting the Primal Mights. Really didn't do a whole lot for me. And they don't have a whole lot of creatures. And they didn't really have much mana to sink into the Primal Mights anyways. Oof. Hey, no, it was... it's been fantastic tonight. 3-1. Definitely, it's a lot better than some of the previous nights, but I think this is, for now, my favorite list. Definitely something very close to this list at least. Let's see, what time is it? One more. We got time for one more. Maybe it's another control. It would be nice taking down Azorius and Jeskai control in the same night. Aengus. Anagus. Ooh. I don't know about this one. I'm going to risk it. Again, it's a little awkward. 3 Rockfall Veils. Hopefully getting to play Marauding Raptor. We can go double Marauding Raptor coming up here, hopefully. It may be a Thoughtseize. Another Esper. Interesting stuff. Well, certainly I'll go with double Marauding. I expect they'll probably want to kill one of them. Hopefully they don't. What is this deck all about? Doesn't seem like it would be Esper control. Oh, we got some God Pharaoh's Gift shenanigans. Ooh, that is nasty stuff. I'll throw that up for you guys. Anybody that doesn't know, so God Pharaoh's Gift, they're looking to cheat this out of the graveyard because it is a costly artifact at 7. At the beginning of combat on their turn, they may exile a creature card from their graveyard. If they do, they make a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. So they could get some big nasty creature in the graveyard, reanimate it slightly, make a copy of it. Bad things happen with this artifact. Anytime you try and reanimate things, but... Topiary? Yeah, I like Topiary. Getting another land. We'll still be able to cast Ghalta for 2. After Marauding Raptors ping Topiary twice. We'll still get that temporary boost in 4 power. And we get a land. I like that. So we just cross our fingers that they don't kill Ghalta. Certainly I'm going to be swinging in with both of these buffed Marauding Raptors. They'll discard something to give Seasoned Hollowblade indestructible. That could be nasty. Hopefully bad things don't happen right here. Oh, oh. Ooh. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's actually still quite fantastic. Ooh. Okay, okay, we got options here. Regisaur Alpha. Or just an absolutely massive Ghalta. Let's think about the damage here. So we could give Ghalta +4/+4, take out that big thingamajig. You know what, actually I'm going to go Regisaur Alpha. I still have 1 left over for the Primal Might. Ghalta to fight that angel of whatchamacallit. Go big or go home? Okay. I'm going big with lots of creatures. Select a value, 0. Yes. Ghalta. Kill it. That's rough. Maximum damage, let's go. Hopefully they don't discard something else nasty. Like, okay, another Angel of Invention. Nuts. Flying, Vigilance, Lifelink. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. We still have lots of power on the board though. Ledger Shredder, I don't like that card. I think a Hollow One deck, definitely it can work in Historic. I haven't seen it too much. I have actually seen it every now and then, but I do like Hollow One decks, so I believe Hollow One, depending how many cards you've discarded on a particular turn, you can cast it for 2 less, I believe, and it costs 5, so if you've discarded I guess three cards, and you can play it for 0, I believe. Something like that. Hopefully this is enough damage to make something happen, but the life gain from Angel of Invention there, intervention, whatchamacallit, that's rough. Yes, 2 less. Cycled or discarded, okay. Yeah, I have seen every now and then a Hollow One deck in Historic, and I know there's the potential in Explorer. I'm winning this one. Nope. That's alright. We know what the deck's all about, and we're bringing in the graveyard hate for this one here. Death Gorge. Soul Guide Lantern. That's a no-brainer. I think I will keep Collision. Colossus, though. We saw kind of a bunch of flying things. Ledger Shredder certainly can get out of control. It can get pretty big, pretty quick, unfortunately. So taking out that, maybe with Collision, this Angel of Invention, but also hurting their graveyard big time. Yeah, definitely, if just testing something out, it can be a pretty hard sell, using all our valuable wild cards, and then it might not really be something you like too much, and it feels pretty bad, definitely. Can't really get those wild cards back at all. I kind of feel like even more interaction with Savage Stomp would be pretty good. Still do like Primal Might. Yes, Draco, I do think they could add that functionality. Yeah, that would be good. Make any deck you want, be able to test it out against Sparky and just learn if it's really for you, if you like how the deck plays, and ooh, I'm keeping that. We can make this work, I think. But yeah, that would, simple change. I think it would be, yeah. If you find a deck you like, certainly I could see people investing their money a little bit more often because they know it's something they enjoy already. It's been pretty much confirmed. Playing it a bunch of times with Sparky. Ooh, Ledger Shredder. I want to take that guy down ASAP. Still, we'll apply a nice bit of pressure with Marauding Raptor here, and hopefully Regisaur Alpha next turn. Hopefully they don't have a Source of Black. Hopefully I'm seeing a Death Court Scavenger or a Soul Guide Lantern at some point here soon. Oh, nuts. I played the wrong land. I thought I had a Forest Door Mountain out, but I did not. Well, Rampaging Ferocidon, let's go. If they double block, I'm okay with that. I'm going to definitely take out the Ledger Shredder here. Hope they don't get that God Pharaoh's gift back. They do. Nuts. Man, that's too bad. If I would have had Regisaur, Hasty Ghalta, that would have been good. They would have been dead, I think. It's alright though. Oh, shoot. I meant to just swing with Marauding Raptor. Oopsie. Well, that might be it for us. Yes, that is certainly going to do it. Nuts. I almost had him there if I would have paid a little bit better attention playing the Forest or the Mountain and having it come into play untapped. Being able to play that Regisaur Alpha followed by Ghalta, that could have got it done for us. Or just some nice graveyard hate. That was an Esper deck, Blue Bear, featuring, what? Let me see what it's called. I'll pull the card up for you. Reanimating and bringing an artifact back from the graveyard. Graveyard. Refurbish. So, refurbish, 3 and a white. Return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So they use this to pretty much at the earliest turn 4 get back the very nasty God Pharaoh's gift. Spell it. There it is. Get back the painful God Pharaoh's gift. Just keep dumping big nasty creatures into the graveyard that they normally would have to wait to play, and they just reanimated with this card right here, and bad things happen if you don't hate on the graveyard against this deck. If they don't have a graveyard to begin with, you really don't have to worry about a whole lot, which is quite nice. But we didn't have at least a Death Scourge or a Soul Guide Lantern, and we got caught out. We saw some pretty fantastic stuff from this Esper God Pharaoh's Gift Reanimation Graveyard strategy. It's not anything, it is just a specific... just artifact card, so they can only pretty much use it to get back the God Pharaoh's Gift artifact card there, which is still pretty fantastic. It could be even more expensive artifacts, and they simply get it onto the battlefield. It can get painful, nasty, and out of control, as we saw just in that previous match there. Nasty, nasty potential. Yeah. But still, quite fantastic. Pretty good night overall, taking down Rakdos, Jeskai, Mono Green, I think it was. I lost track, but we had a good night overall. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves. I think I'll probably be back tomorrow night with some more dinos. Probably. Maybe tweak things a little bit here, but overall it's going quite fantastically. Still going to play some more Albion Online at some point, but always loving the dinos, sticking with the dinos. It's a good time, and you guys make it better, that's for sure. Yes, good luck to you as well, Draco, Blue Bear, anybody else watching right now or later on. And if you happen to not be subscribed, of course, consider doing so. I think most of you guys are subscribed that watch me, which is absolutely fantastic. So have a good night, a good morning, and remember, there is always room for improvement. See you next time. Oh, it was real great against matches. Yes, indeed. You said it.